What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Random Robert rendition as we tackle another Discus episode, but this one is in new attire because I went to Aquashella with my girlfriend this past weekend. It was awesome. I'm just going to give you some highlights. It's going to be a quick video. Like I say, all the rest of them are. I'm going to really try to be as concise as possible, you know, without the jump cutting. Like I said, I really like to circumvent those things in order to give you the non-falsified experience. So basically, if you want to get the full view, I'm going to send you over to JH Aquatics. His link is in the description. That's actually a practical live upstream or live stream on YouTube that he took while he was there. I'm actually in that video there. It's pretty cool. I'll put the little timestamp in there too to show you where me and my girlfriend are standing in line while JH is just kind of standing up in the front with a lady I had to talk to about my ticket. So that's down there if you want to go there. So the positives on the show, it was awesome because you got to see all the influencers. That was the big part of going for me, because I really wanted to shake the hands of the individuals and tell them what I thought about them and how I felt about their content and what they could improve on and what I really appreciated and stuff. So whenever you're able to convey that to the individuals you're watching, especially on a medium like YouTube where the interaction, the physical interaction is absent, it's really nice to fulfill that and manifest your thoughts and the words on the internet with your face and also with the individual in front of you. So it's pretty cool reconciling all those things together. So I was able to meet Dustin, my boy, and his boy Josh. I met him later on. I'll go into that whenever I talk about things that you should consider whenever you do go to an event like this. I got to meet my boy Rob from Flip Aquatics. He's super sick. I really loved him. He had a really good heart. He seemed as genuine as he is on his videos. Link in the description for his channel because he's just super awesome. He's the one that got me into the shrimp keeping, which is going to be the next video following this because I can't keep that thing a secret. I'm just pretty stoked about those little candy canes that I got. I also got to see Corey and Jimmy from Aquarium Co-op. I didn't get to take a picture with him. I totally forgot. I was just too encapsulated in the conversation because I was speaking with him about his endeavors in business and how he's our voice as a hobbyist, and it was really nice to talk to him and really give him some positive feedback and encouragement on what he's doing. Jimmy was awesome too. I got to get a couple of pictures, or I got a magnet of Murphy, and I was gonna get a big picture of him, but I didn't. I was able to meet him and his girlfriend and stuff. It was pretty awesome talking to him about going back to Ohio. And I love Brett. I met him. He was right next to the shrimp competition where he judged it, the American shrimp competition. This is some footage right here of it. It was really awesome. They had a lot of entries, and it was really cool to see what other people bring to the table whenever it's the creme de la creme, if you will, of this new interest that I have in my life. So it was it was a very convoluted experience. It was conglomerate. It was awesome. I loved it. Zenzo and JH, unfortunately, I did not get to see them. If y'all know about any of these people, those who watch these influencers on YouTube will know what I'm talking about. If you're here for a trunk video or how to cook some hog meat or something, this does not pertain to you. This is another Random Robert rendition, but it has to do with what's going on in my life at the moment, and that is this. And my shrimp, which are going to be coming in the next video. So anyway, tangent. So after that, I was able to meet Joey, of course. Everybody was pretty stoked about meeting that guy. He was cool. I really enjoyed him. He's just more of, I feel bad because he's more of a celebrity, if you will, instead of a quasi-celebrity, kind of like Corey and Flip and Dustin and Ray, and there, you know, a number of Brian from Aquatic Support Systems, a host of individuals there where just aren't on the level that Joey is, because he's up in that 1 million mark. You know, he's the pioneer as far as that goes, and rightfully so. He earned it. If you haven't seen his backstory, go watch it in his library. He's got tons of videos, but whenever he talks about where he came from and how he got there, more power to you, man. Good on you, Joey. And so we also met Chris Lucup, which Lucup is, I think it's how you pronounce it. It was pretty dope. He's the one that I got the shrimp from with this guy Nicholas. Evidently they're two pretty renowned breeders in Germany. So I was able to meet them, and I was able to purchase my 13 shrimp from them, now 12 because one perished whenever I introduced them. That'll come in the next video. But they're all doing fine right now. It's pretty awesome. And I was able to meet them and get the shrimp from them, which was super awesome because I was able to succeed on everything on my list except the discus, and the shrimp were bar none. I'm really glad I was able to get that specific line. They call them, one of them is a pure red line. It seems as though, to me, I'm not a shrimp expert, I'm getting there, I'm doing my homework, but it seems to me that it's just whenever the head of the carapace is red and the rest is white, and maybe a little bit of red in the back. But they're definitely, the more white a crystal red shrimp or any crystal shrimp is, the better the quality or the higher the grade. But you know, there's a whole bunch of other factors that go into it. I'm not going to get into that. Flip Aquatics, he makes a video on that, so I'll link that in the description if you're into the shrimp game. But I was able to see the competition, take a couple pictures, and watch these local breeders from the US win awards. This guy Grant won a whole bunch of them, and I want to be that guy competing next year with these crystal reds. So I think I'm gonna do good. I'm really optimistic about how it's gonna go as far as breeding these guys, because I already bred the Neos. Anyway, so it was an awesome turnout overall, a very awesome experience. I would go to it again. I am going to go to it again if I'm alive and well and all the things are aligning. But anyway, the unique art that was there, it was a really cool, if you haven't heard about this convention or this trade fair, it's essentially a new age sort of thing with this combining art with saltwater and freshwater. I'm surprised they don't have music in there, but they'll probably have that in there one day too. But for now, that's what it is, and it's unique and it's pretty sweet. So I'm not gonna show you too much footage on there. Like you said, if you want to see this and experience it a little bit, go to JH Aquatics. And there's also another one that I saw. I'll probably link it in the description. I can't remember what it is though, but it'll be next to his in the description. And so with that, I got my pieces of art. I met this guy named Sam Scales, a super dope guy. And the other thing that also this thing brought to the table was the saltwater. I did not know the salt game was that huge. It was crazy because it was Fritz Aquatics, or Fritz was one of the predominant sponsors, and they're predominantly salt. So that's explained why most of the vendors were saltwater and there was not much freshwater. The one thing that freshwater had in there was plants, and they had a selection of African cichlids and a multitude of other fish that you could have found at your local fish store. So it was kind of local fish stores getting booths there and showcasing their fish. So it was all right. I'm pretty sure they brought the best of their stock, but they just weren't something that I was expecting, like the shrimp that I got. So that's hence why I didn't get the discus. That was one of the letdowns about it, but it's totally understandable because it's new age, it's in its infancy. So I can only imagine the venue that they're gonna get next year, I can imagine is gonna be bigger than this one because of this, call it Build It and They Will Come. This whole community joined up, and what a spot to put it in. Dallas is a nice centroid. I mean, there's a lot of states that can get there pretty easily from the north side, while we all trek up 6 hours and 5 hours, and me 3.5 hours from Houston, from the south end. You know, there's a lot of access to it. It makes so much sense that they have it in Chicago and Dallas. You get the northern part of the states and the lower part of the states. Sorry Hawaii and sorry Alaska. Y'all are just too far on the ends of that spectrum. But I really enjoyed it. I look forward to the next year and the possibilities that they're gonna be able to fulfill, because them two guys, Sean and the other cat, I forget his name, and the other guy from Fritz Aquatic, the three that made, you know, they were the main characters in this one trailer for Aquashella. I'll link that in the description below as well. But overall, I'm happy with it. I would do it again. And a couple of things for you who will be attending next year, if you want to, or just something to keep in mind, not even for this type of trade show, but even for others. So whenever we got the tickets, you're suggested a hotel to stay at. In this case, it was the Lorenzo's, which is a pretty high class, you know, it's a 5-star hotel. And that is where we did not stay. We went ahead and saved $30 by going to the Hampton Inn, which was still expensive on its own, in its own right. It was 123 bucks over there, but at the Lorenzo's it was 150 by itself, without the taxes and the surcharges and all these state fees and whatever fees. At the end of the day, it would probably been like 170, 180 probably, but in all honesty, it would have been totally worth it, because that's where everybody was at. All the, you know, a lot of the influencers were there afterwards. That's where I met my boy Josh, and I was able to speak with LR Bretts a little bit, and it was nice to engage with a lot of fellows. We actually met an individual there from Chicago. He did not come for Aquashella. He actually came for the Chicago's butt whooping against the Rangers opening day. I was pretty surprised to see, even at our hotel, we had people from Chicago there. So I was not surprised, flabbergasted or anything, because any sport or any sort of specialty. It was very nice to be there. My hotel wasn't too far, so I was able to get back home safely and everything. But it would have been nice to just stay there in the lobby, drinking a little bit and talking fish with a whole bunch of people, and then not having to worry about going anywhere. You just shut the place down if you want. But it was nice that I guess we did get to have to leave earlier, because that enabled us to get energy, or to have energy for the next morning. And we had a nice breakfast like JH wanted to do. He was talking about having a nice rest and then doing it big with his fish nerds the next day for the next 6 hours. I felt that way whenever I got up and had my eggs and all that stuff, and it was just awesome. So I'm sorry to give you the whole spiel. I know I'm not trying to make you be a follower of my life. I really try to spare you the details as far as following my own life and giving you my particular details. I'm not like these influencers trying to vlog and shit. That stuff is stupid. I really feel there's enough life to be lived without watching other people live their life. So this is just the very skinny of the parts of my life that are probably pertainable to you. So you go ahead and make your own experience next time, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Until the next one. Peace. So I'm about to go to bed. Don't really have anything in there still. And as far as the situation with the shrimp, just wanted to let y'all know, whoever's actually going to come do something like this is somebody who's actually looking to come purchase some living organisms. Perhaps this will be the situation with you. I thought I had to be prepared with this entire box and all the solutions and whatnot, but actually it's almost like shipping. You just keep them in the container and make sure not to break the bag until you get over.